You never guess which room you can save in this game. I was looking for a typewriter, or a tape recorder, a notepad, anything. But no, guess what? You can save in the damn toilet. Yes, that's right. You probably take a dump while reading a magazine and just save your progress. Look how cool I am walking out, holding both my guns, coming out from the toilet after taking a huge save file. Alright, toilet jokes are over. But you need to admit that you probably never seen a save room in the toilet. This is Chase the Express or Nuclear Dawn on the PS1, an action-adventure game, let's say Resident Evil on a train without zombies. The game has been released in January 2000, quite late in the PS1 life cycle, as the PS2 was on its way, released in March 2000, so this game felt under the radar for a lot of players, which is a shame, as this is a good game, and today I'm going to tell you everything about it. My name is Mr. Zolsta, welcome on the Backlog Quest, let's take a train ride. My first impressions were good. I really liked the intro, typical early 2000s vibes. We jump straight into the story. The French ambassador and his family is traveling on the train from Russia, and an elite NATO squad is protecting him and also some Russian helicopters. The train is a special train made especially for these scenarios. But of course, bad guys are coming and they take over the train, killing the elite soldiers. That is the question, what kind of training these elite soldiers had if they can be defeated so easily. Anyway, you are the sole survivor, and your job is to rescue the ambassador and his family and the hero of the day. I really like the main menu with the snowy train station, the music and the whole atmosphere is good. When I start the game, I go with the normal difficulty setting. The game already charmed me in the very first second when I started to play. Do you know with what? With the winter sunset. I love winter sunset. Look how beautiful it is. The purple sky and the snow reflecting the light of the sun. Anyway, this is not a wallpaper review video, so let's get back to the game. The story is good. You would think that the main goal is to rescue the ambassador and his family. Mild spoilers here. This will happen much sooner than you would think. And after, the story takes some interesting twists and turns. I enjoyed the story throughout the game. Don't expect any jaw-dropping moments, and it keeps you interested throughout the around 9 hours. But you are going to beat it. Yes, it's just only 9 hours. It is not really a long game, but I think this is the perfect length. Anything more longer, and it will be boring. I have to give credit to the developers, as the aiming is very good. It shows when you are actually facing the enemy, with different colored crosshairs depending on how perfect your aim is. If you played any Resident Evil-like game, you know why it is important. In these kind of games, you never know where you are aiming and you can waste a lot of precious ammo, which of course is limited in most of these kind of games. The backgrounds are not pre-rendered, therefore you can look around freely, which sometimes was handy, but sometimes the camera was a real pain in the ass, when I could not see if I'm aiming at the enemy or not, as it was outside the view angle. The controls is a classic tank style control. If you're familiar with these kind of games from this era, it is not going to be new for you. Some people hate it that the character does not move the direction of the button press, instead it turns that way, and the up button is the actual movement. I don't mind this control until it is not affecting the gameplay, and with this case, it does not. Let me show you how to disable a mine on the floor. You approach it slowly, backwards, like you do some kind of boogie, and you trip the mine and then you just run. That's it. Look, I'll show you one more time. Trip. Oh shit. In the pause menu, you can see a map of Europe and the actual position of the train. There's also a progress bar of the game. I found this cool and innovative. Let's talk about the positive things in the game, because there are quite few. What I enjoyed is the quiet sound of the train while I'm moving around. It's quite relaxing and made a great atmosphere in the game. What is also a good thing that you can contact your HQ or Christina, she's the bodyguard of the ambassador on the train, by radio, and they tell you where you're supposed to go next. This is good, as I hate being lost in the game. The game indicates which button you're supposed to press when you are standing at an object which you can interact with. This eliminates the which fucking button I'm supposed to use here problem. The enemies are intelligent. They are firing when you come out from cover. It is ridiculous that on PS1 they could program a game like this, and on PS2 the AI in Medal of Honor games is a joke. A really bad joke. I also like the attention to details. You can find the ambassador's menu in the kitchen, or real-world information on notes what you can find throughout the train. How the EU has been formed, what is the START agreement to reduce nuclear warheads, and such. You can ask why were you interested in the menu of the ambassador? I don't know, it just adds detail to the game, even if it is not really relevant to the story. There are small things in the game which makes it a bit more interesting between the normal keycard and ammo searching parts. Like here, when you have to use gadgets like the infrared goggles which need to be used to move through a laser field. There's a machine where you can rewrite your used keycards to use it in locked doors. This is interesting, it's not really special, but I have not seen in any other games so far. Here, you have to synchronize the speed of a train next to another one to be able to move onto it. This looks easy, but to find the matching speed and then maintain it within the time limit is a bit challenging. However, I could do it for the first time. Either I am good or the game is easy. You also need to synthesize some artificial blood for a wounded NATO soldier using the intel what you find earlier. He also has some kind of kidney problem or some kind of disease, so you have to add some medicine as well. I enjoyed this part, it was quite fun. There's a scene where you have to use a railgun to shoot down enemy helicopters, which will bring reinforcements for the terrorists. I really enjoyed these action parts, it really added variety for the game. Let's talk about what I don't like about the game. The game is relatively easy. However, by the end of the game, I was struggling big time as I did not have enough ammo and first aid kits. As far as I know, I checked everywhere on my way through the train, but I've seen some walkthroughs where the player had millions of ammo and first aid kits. They probably use a cheat though. You cannot take the weapons of the enemies. Really? I hate this. I shot guys with machine guns and I could not take it after they died. Why? It does not make any sense. So, would I recommend playing this game today? If you like the action-adventure genre and you like what you see in this video, definitely give it a shot. No pun intended. The game is not long, you are not going to get lost or stuck because you don't know where you're supposed to go next, and I think the train is an interesting setting as well. I don't really mind multiple endings, but this game has them, so you can end the game in different ways. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you're not subscribed yet, now it is a great time to do so. Also, the YouTube algorithm has chosen a video for you. It is on the screen now, check it out. Thank you for being with me here today, and I'll see you in the next Backlog Quest video.